Hi everyone. Why is this going on? I don't understand it. The Islamic State, they have a goal. They have a long-term plan, and they have books, and they have stated milestones and dates. For example, they will conquer Madrid in 2020. And this one finger salute here, that is a symbol of the Islamic State, and that's what they do. They're teaching children in Sweden to do that. Okay, here's some horrific things they did. Okay, one finger salute. It's all over the place. And their goal is infiltration. And World War III began the moment, the day that the extremist Islamists declared a World Caliphate. World Caliphate means world war, because their method is infiltration, and their books that teach the jihadis what to do and how to do it is by infiltration. Totally infiltration. So why are countries allowing this? Why? This slow infiltration, little by little. See? Whether or not you want to believe that's a real head or not, there's the one finger. And I guess somebody wants them to do it, or it wouldn't be this easy. Somebody wants them to infiltrate and establish this caliphate. Otherwise, a bunch of guys fighting in slippers could be overtaken. And also, if they really wanted to get rid of Assad, he could have been gotten rid of a long time ago. But one thing for sure, when Assad is gone, is who's going to step in? Well, we know it isn't going to be, it's not going to be anybody that is going to manage that country. It's going to be people like these guys who will just take it over. And, you know, all the rich bankers can go hide in their bunkers then and watch, you know, the world burn. Well, we know where it's going anyway, so it's going to get really bad. And we know that already because the Holy Bible says it. So we need fear nothing. Psalm 23, I fear nothing. I fear no evil. So what I want to show you is this right here. I found this with sound, and let me just play this right here for you. They're giving their country to immigrants and refugees that come to their country. They're giving it. This is my country, this is your country, and they've taught the children the one finger salute. One finger salute.
Except through sacrifice and jihadis for the sake of Allah. Swedes who disagree with that plan risk being labeled racist, fascist, even Nazi. This footage of the Revolutionary Front smashing the home of a suspected fascist is one of the many attacks they film and publish on the internet.
Sie werden nicht vertreten. Er kann jederzeit dieses Land verlassen, wenn er nicht einverstanden ist. Das ist die Freiheit eines jeden Deutschen.
Wir müssen uns gegen die Nazis stellen. Schon aufgrund unserer Geschichte zwischen 1933 und 1945 sind wir verpflichtet, Flüchtlinge anständig zu behandeln. Und dann gibt es ja noch was. Jedes Jahr sterben mehr Deutsche als geboren werden. Das liegt zum Glück daran, dass die Nazis sich auch nicht besonders vervielfältigen. Und schon deshalb sind wir auf Zuwanderer aus anderen Ländern angewiesen.
It doesn't matter if Sweden's immigration model is failing miserably.
Well, that's the video that it has sound in parts and some doesn't have sound, but you can watch it. I'll put the link below. And but what I really want to show you is this this website or a blog that I found. I guess it's a website, and talking about, well, let me just show it to you right here. The Muslim issue. On this site here, you're going to see some videos and pictures and plans in the books that show you exactly what is happening and the goal. And okay, Kurdish fighters find image of baby girl getting beheaded on mobile taken from dead ISIS fighter. So I guess they check their phones, and here's the picture down here. Okay, so here's the guy's hand, here's his other hand with the knife, here's his foot. Yeah, they always wear sandals. And they don't know if this little girl was actually beheaded or not. But this is what's happening, you know. This is what's happening. And here is a little girl beheaded. Killed her parents, then killed her. But I spent a little time here. Okay, yeah, and this does have a 18 plus warning, although I find this really hard to take, but for some reason I can't believe that they all know, they know, the governments, they know it's by infiltration. So do they want it? And Obama, you know, is always doing that one finger salute also. So I looked at some other things on here, and okay, what this says here, this blog contains uncensored images and content that may be shocking and unsuitable for younger and or sensitive persons. And you can, if you want to, you can sign up. Oh yeah, this is really unbelievable. Video. Saudi father auctions his son for suicide mission in Syria. I watched it. $1.5 million riyals I give the product of my loin as sacred sacrifice. The whole crowd is cheering and clapping. Even the father is clapping. Then they sent his son to Syria to be a suicide bomber, and then they showed a piece of his body that was left over, and a Syrian woman, and some people are screaming, why is Saudi Arabia doing this to us? And they're saying Bashar Assad only, forever, something like that. So you can watch that video on here. And you know, normally I'm really weak, but there's something that is just, I'm more shocked by the fact that the governments are not acknowledging that this is by infiltration. Okay, let me go forward because I can't find the link to what I watched before. This is it. Right on Track, an Islamic Caliphate in 7 Easy Steps, year 2000 to 220. And this is, remember, it's worldwide. Infiltrate worldwide. This article was published in Spiegel Online in 2005 and continues to be fully up to date and on track to this day. And this was written on October 12th, 2014. It demonstrates the poor reasoning in the West. What poor reasoning in the West? Who's responsible? Dealing with Islam and Islamification. Although 7 years has passed since it was published, Western governments have done nothing to avert the dangers. Merely, well, we know, they're aiding this whole plan. 7 Easy Steps, year 2000 to 220. Jihad manual revealed sleeper cells to target airports, tourist facilities, banking, and to infiltrate and massacre Britain's army and police forces. Okay, so there's a 1,400-year obsession. So how are these guys getting in and infiltrating? Infiltrating is the key word. That's why people are nervous about Syrians coming to the U.S. because nothing wrong with Syrians, but the whole Trojan horse idea, or people, real jihadists bent on creating the caliphate and spreading the word about it. I mean, spreading not the word, but establishing the caliphate. They're mixed in with the true refugees. Okay, here's the caliphate plan. Must-see video presentation. Security analysis demonstrates that the Muslim caliphate aims that stretches for decades follow schedule as the expansion of worldwide dominion with rule under an Islamic state continues exactly as planned. Claire Lopez. Okay, I did watch part of this and it's very good. So let me just show you that. And here's the caliphate plan. So you can watch her video that was filmed. Okay, here's that picture with, someone filmed the White House and they were standing right there with this. When was that? That was a couple of years ago. They're making progress, aren't they? So please watch this, Claire Lopez, and it's on YouTube. So, but it's an hour and 29 minutes. I just didn't want to watch the whole thing right now. But okay, Assad did not use chemical weapons, I don't think, because if the BBC is reporting on that, saying that he did, then I don't trust them. And Syria's using chemical weapons again, but there's also evidence that the rebels use them. What I want to show you here is, okay, not that. This is the, all right, here we go. Aleppo, once the jewel of Syria, now the rebels' last stand, flattened by Assad's bombs. But do you know how many people are, okay, this is the International Business Times. See how slanted this is? Flattened by Assad's bombs. But do you know how many people are bombing Syria now? there's Qatar, there's Saudi Arabia, there's Israel, there's France, there's Russia, there's the US, there's the Free Syrian Army, there is the Islamic State, there is Canada, there's Australia, there's NATO. Well, I don't know if they've started yet, but do you realize what is going on in this tiny, tiny country? Let me see if I can make this bigger. I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Okay, well, I'll just show you this right here. Syria is a very, very tiny country with an ancient, ancient past. Look, a man searches for belongings in the rubble. November 17th, 2014, so 1 year ago. And look at this. A boy and his bicycle. Aleppo. Damascus and Aleppo. Two of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. Destruction, destruction, destruction. Everywhere. Rebel fighters and okay, so maybe this is the kind of person who, well, it's younger people coming to be refugees and migrants, right? Sometimes people like this don't want to leave. They just, they can't start anew if they're over a certain age, And the man and looks like a dead child. Here is a destroyed building. And what is this little blonde kid doing there? Strange. Oh, and I've mentioned this before in some of my videos that I once read that when camouflage clothes start to be fashionable and trendy and everything, like umbrellas, kids' clothes, shoes, tops, shirts, dresses that were in war. It means war. So look at this lovely picture here. Aleppo, October 28th, 2014. And can you imagine what it's like now? It's being bombed even more and more and more. Okay, this is a locally made mortar launcher. During clashes with forces loyal to Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. Okay, just think this war just started out as peaceful protests in 2011, and look what happened. Can this happen anywhere? Okay, now, here is who we support. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, this is who we support. A Free Syrian Army fighter. So these are the good guys, according to Obama. They're his good guys. They're fighting Assad, but they're not Islamic State. But to me, if they're fighting Assad, they're bad. And as I mentioned, they wear slippers, camouflage pants. These aren't even real sandals, And he's like, rigging up some kind of deal here with tape and wire. Here's a guy, a free Syrian army fighter, rests besides weapons inside a safe house. There he is. Yep, so when Assad goes, it's all going to go. And does anybody know why he hasn't just been sniped? Or it's because that would be too fast and they can't generate money. And you know that Syria's, the French were there first, but then Assad's father, the first president of Syria, he took over Syria with a bloodless coup. And then popularly elected over time. And then his son. And then everything's fine. You know, I knew two Syrians came and stayed at my house in Santa Barbara. They couldn't even speak English. And they were really nice. So it wasn't always like this. End times are here. You're watching television. Okay, here's some ladies. Look, they're wearing the same trashy clothes, you know, with the ripped things that are the worldwide culture, American culture.